Off down the road to go mow some hay. Cut all this out here. Been cut twice. All that out there has been cut twice. We got a pretty long ride down to the creek where we'll go down, cross the creek twice. The second time we'll head back up. Today's a fantastic day. I'm in cabin air, this fancy new John Deere, so I don't have to worry about breathing all that pollen and dust and dirt, being covered in grasshoppers, spiders. Well, there's grasshoppers and there's lots of grasshoppers, really big grasshoppers. Oh, and spiders, but I already said spiders. Following a semi right now. You would think I'd be the slowest thing on the road, but turns out I'm not. I'm gonna be nice and cool and comfortable. Air ride seat. Music. Oh, there's gonna be music instead of listening to. Well, like 30 minutes later, rolling up on the hayfield. Got a whole lot to cut. Gonna be here all night. Oh well, it's all for the fun of it, because we all know there ain't no money in making hay. The trickery. Now, we'll go ahead and put our cutter down. Pull this little lever here, pulls that out of the way. See there? That's the lock. And you just lower it down with these controls. Come around here. Sitting on the ground. Flip this cover over so we don't bust the winder out. She's ready to cut. Broke a sweat on that one. It was stuck. Oh, air ride seat. Here I come. Time for some mowing. Alright, so if you're thinking about farming, a few things to get started. You know, you're going to need a tractor. You're going to need probably, you know, unless you're planning on doing it the way they did back in the old days. You're going to need one of these. A Coleman Little Oscar. This is a Little Oscar Junior. My neighbor has the Little Oscar. It's bigger than mine. His is bigger than mine. So, cutter's on the ground. Everything's set level where we want it. So we're going to go ahead and just throw the PTO on. Here at Warren, kinda. Not like you can in the open station. And we're going to go to cutting. So the first cut is the deepest. Not really, but it's you know, it's pretty gnarly. The first one, you know, you want to go slow. You want to creep around out there. Kind of just be safe. We've cut this field before, so we know kind of what's out here, what to watch for, places to watch for. But yeah, them first couple runs are a little spooky, especially when you got somebody been hoarding junk and stuff over here for quite some time. I know over here it gets into a rocky spot. We're mowing. You wanna always keep an eye out for what you could run over, something that could damage the cutter. Anything out there that's you know, rocks, sticks, stuff you don't think about, like deer, baby deer. A lot of times the mamas will leave their little babies out there in the tall grass and they'll run off. which they're fine, but they'll, you know, they'll come back. The babies will lay there and wait on mama. And there goes some two deer right now, mama and baby. But sometimes that little baby will just lay there. And when they do, we'll just go ahead and mow on around them and call that good, you know. They'll stay there and mama will come back later on in the evening, come and get them. But right now, I'm running up on some brush. Little baby's right there following. There we go. Alright, we've completed a full lap. So what we'll do, because what we do is we cut to the outside, we'll raise our cutter up, pull forward a little here. We're going to turn the tractor around. Cut backwards the rest of the way. I really like this 9.5 foot cutting bar. It allows plenty of room for whenever you're cutting. When you make your first pass, and your tractor fits inside of the cut. Now, the other cutter is a 7 foot cutter. You run over just a little bit of grass and it leaves a strip right along the edge there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and got the cutter all the way down. We're going to head forward. Sun's going down, a long way to go. It's a nice field out here. You can look out across it. Pretty lush, pretty thick. See all the orchard grass heads. It's going to make some pretty good hay. We all know that guy that bales the briars and the junk, sticks, leaves. This is a pretty nice field. It was actually many years ago, talking with the old timers, they decided, they told us that they had some people come out and doze all this and smooth it out. Took some drags over it down to the dirt and seeded it real nice. And every year makes good hay. And there's very little. You can see a couple of persimmons right in here, but other than that, it's a good field. And you can't really keep the critters from eating those persimmons. Dropping those seeds out there the way that they do. This tractor that I'm in is a 2019 John Deere 5085E. A really nice tractor. Air ride seat, air conditioning, you know, comfort. Not breathing a bunch of dust and garbage, which great because I have terrible allergies. But this, I really like this tractor. My tractor, this is actually my buddy Waylon's tractor. And this hay, this will be his to feed his cattle. I'm here cutting a little early and he'll come in and he'll probably finish the cut up. Then I'll come in with my tractor, which is a 5065E. And I'll come in and rake it. Probably see that in a later video, but we'll be finishing this up together. My tractor, however, is an open station, so you know, breathing junk, but still I really like it. Nice tractor, it's got good power. I've ran this 9.5 foot cutter here in some really tall grass and some steep hills with my 65 horse, and it cut really well. It's a little heavy and a little kind of has that tippy feel, you know, and it may just me being a scaredy cat, but which is why I purchased a little bit smaller cutter, 7 foot. But it works really well. This field out here is only about 17 acres. I believe what it shows on the map. But it's a lot of round and round, you know. A lot of circles to make. But it makes good hay. I think we made a little over 60, maybe 68 bales. Last year when we cut it at the end of the year, we only cut it once. This year, we cut it one time and it made 40 bale. And well, I guess we'll see what it makes this go around. We've had a lot of rain this year. We had a lot of rain at the end of last year, which we're not used to. We're used to it being pretty dry. You know, middle of the summer on, it's dry up through October or so. And it just continued raining and raining, which we're thankful for. But it won't raise hay prices, I don't believe. You probably noticed this video was called cutting hay at the big place, which not the big place because we're cutting a 17-acre field. It's the big place because, well, there's nearly 2,000 acres right here, but this little area right here is what we cut for hay. The rest of it, there's cattle running on it. And I say the rest of it, which it's only probably 400 or 500 acres that cattle are running on, and a lot of the rest of it's woods, and a lot of hunting goes on out there. A lot of deer hunting, turkey hunting, hog hunting. We do have hogs down in the lower valleys and stuff. You find them down around the creeks a lot. I've been out bush hogging and seen a whole slew of them run across in front of me, and they'll have their little babies with them. It's something to see. We adjusted this cutter bar forward just a little bit so that we can get a little lower cut. Notice we weren't taking quite as much grass as I'd like to see. It needed to be adjusted forward. So now we'll give her another go. Adjusted it forward, get her to cut a little more. Still want a little bit deeper than that. It's pretty easy here. Flip this open, turn it, and pull your implement forward. Difficult to hold this phone. Do this at the same time. That ought to get us right where we want to be. Looks like I'm woke a nice buck up. See him laying up in there. Looks like he's going to lay down a little bit. Maybe we can cruise up on him a little bit. This buck may have moved on. It made another lap. Maybe we come around this time, I might get to see him again. Like a decent 8-point. He'll be a real dandy if you give him a couple of years, I reckon. More laps under our belt. The sun's really starting to go down. I noticed the AC really does its job when you're when the sun starts going down. Worked good before. A lot of back and forth right here. Tractor got a 540 PTO. So of course we're climbing the hill, so we dropped a little more at 539. Beautiful view. Nothing but mountains all the way around. Just a fantastic place to be. I have time to look at anything but that right there. Pulled in here with the baler. Waylon's here. He's gonna go check cattle, and I'm gonna keep burning what daylight we got left and throw some lights on, I guess. Woo! A little bit of story time here. If you're looking to buy a tractor, or looking to farm, you're looking to cut hay, anything like that, money's usually, you know, the big deciding factor on how big a tractor or how nice a tractor you're gonna buy. But and then sometimes some people are just smart and they just buy exactly what they need. That's not me. Buy what I can afford. But anyways, I will say when you're deciding between a cab and not having a cab, you know, with a cab you're gonna lose a little bit of horsepower, but there's something else you're gonna lose, and that's grasshoppers and spiders. If you don't like massive grasshoppers jumping on you constantly, getting hit with bugs, turning on lights at night, and all of a sudden you're just covered. Like you ever been night fishing, you know, and you're just covered in bugs when you throw the light on? That's pretty much what cutting in an open station tractor is like. So if you don't like bugs, I suggest a cab. Keep saving your dollars. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents. This old bug decided to show himself again. He laid there and let me pass a lot. Maybe I'll see him on the other side. Nearly dark. You can see there's the brush he was in. A little sapling. That'll make a dandy here in a few years. Nearly dark. AC's almost got me cold. You can see these little saplings out here. I've got a few in my field at home, so I'm going to learn about how to get rid of those. Figure out how to get rid of those pesky things. And them little bumps and holes like that too. Believe it or not, I actually mowed my place at home with my lawnmower to get it down low. Something the old timers have been talking about. I'll do a video on that at some point. And, right now we're just cutting hay. In corners. If I can learn to make a nice corner, I'd like to do that. Anybody got any ideas on that, just let me know. Sunset. And the tractor. Alrighty, well I finished up what I could last night, and Waylon's going to go ahead and take off work today, and he's going to finish knocking it out. So that way, here in about 2 days, when everything's dried out the way we want it to be, we'll go ahead and we'll rake it and bale it. We'll have us a video about that too, so keep watching, and thanks for watching this one. We'll see you.